A lot of people have been asking me to show some behind the scenes of Wilder Family Web, and I decided to indulge and show how the sausage gets made through this horrible, horrible process called animation. So I always started off with a lot of concept drawings to kind of portray what I think I want the characters to look like. Had to redraw Spider Grandma here a couple times, and eventually came up with a design we're happy with. And once I have all the pieces separately drawn in ink and watercolors, I scan them into my computer, make them separate layers, and we're good to go and start animating. Just like this scenery here. I like putting these together. Scenery's kind of new for me, but I try my best, and I really like Grayson's room. I love this zooming out and seeing everything. Here's a bunch of pieces for Grayson. This isn't even everything. There's a lot more pieces than just this, but you want a lot of different options for tricking the audience into thinking this character's alive and real. Here we have Dale, and we'll assemble him here for you. I really like Dale's eyes. As you can probably see, he's got eyes peeking out the side of his head here, but we cropped that. But you just kind of want to get that rolling movement in the shadows when he looks left to right. His mouth is actually a sliding mouth up and down like a nutcracker, so it's a lot easier to animate than Grayson's mouth, which is a bunch of different pieces.
Why haven't we started moving yet?
I just sat down, Wanda!
As you can see here, everything's kind of done in pieces. We have Spider Grandma's head, her body, and then kind of slapping it all together to make a real-life character. And then we have to make sure it's interacting with the environment really well, so it's not just floating.
With cider!
We have a really talented cast. I'm very happy with everybody's performance. It's so good. So it's very important that the characters, they match that expressiveness. So I usually start with the mouth movements, making sure that all lines up. Then I move on to expressions and eye movements, making sure the eye lines are all good. And then once the head's done, we mount it onto a body and get all the movement there. And it's a lot of work for a scene like this, especially where there's 3 characters together in one shot and they all have to kind of react to each other. Their eye lines have to meet up. They have to interact to what the other person's saying, so you have to really keep track of everything. So that is just the tip of the iceberg. That is how the animation process is going for me. Here's an animatic that I send to other animators so they can kind of see the gist of how the scene's supposed to go. If there are any other animators out there that want to help me with this crazy load of work, showcase some awesome animation, I'm all ears. Feel free to email me at rictusriverfilms@gmail.com, and I will happily look at your portfolio and your work. But yeah, sit tight in the meantime. Wilder Family Web is coming out soon.
Hell!